Alright, people, welcome back. Well, not welcome back, but welcome to episode 1.5 of the Houston Rockets Evan Mobley career simulation slash gameplay. I call this episode 1.5 because I recorded a preview episode, but the audio got messed up, unfortunately. So I will do a quick recap. So, you see it's December 6, 2022. What I did was we got the second overall pick in the draft, which we used to draft Evan Mobley. We also had the 23rd and the 24th overall pick, which we packaged together to draft this guy, Davion Mitchell. We traded away John Wall to the Spurs for Jakob Poeltl. They said, we'll take him when we give you Jakob, so I took it. In the offseason, we signed Spencer Dinwiddie. We simulated through the first season. As you can see in the top right, we ended up as the 9th seed in the conference. We kind of overachieved a little bit. Didn't expect us to be that good. So we didn't end up getting a very high overall pick. All we did was pick up this guy, Mac McClung. He's going to be our bench mob guy. Come in, give us some energy and whatnot. And then exciting part of the offseason, we were able to sign Jimmy Butler. All right, so if we take a look at what we're working with here, our team is looking pretty solid. We got Spencer Dinwiddie at the 1, Kevin Porter Jr. at the 2, Jimmy Butler at the 3, Christian Wood at the 4, and our guy Evan Mobley at the 5. Coming off the bench, we got Jakob, Jayshawn Tate, Marcus Bagley, Davion Mitchell, who I might give a few more minutes, and then Mac McClung, of course. And then in the back, we got Kai Jones and James Bouknight off the back. Not really in the rotation. We're just running a 10-man right now. So we'll go ahead and set up our scoring options. We'll keep it the same. We want Kevin Porter Jr. getting most of the buckets, and then Evan Mobley and Christian Wood, of course, as our secondary scoring options. Shout out to our coach. All right. So you saw their overalls, of course. We simulated. This is his second season, so he's an 83 overall. Team is looking pretty solid. I really want to build around Kevin Porter Jr. and Evan Mobley, our two USC guys. Fun fact, they both wore number 4 at USC, and hopefully they can bring the Houston Rockets back into glory. So we're going to go ahead and start simulating. Let's simulate through maybe the first month of the season and see what it is that we're looking like. First game against the Lakers. Boom. Easy money. Lose to the Sixers, but we're winning games. We're doing what we're supposed to be doing. All right, I'm pretty much going to decline all these trades. Not really looking to trade my guys. This is the team that I built. So we're looking pretty solid. We're the second seed in the conference. I might just have to turn that off. But looking at it, we're the first seed. Wow. I didn't expect us to be this good this early. I thought that we would be, kind of on the back end. But also in the simulation from last season, we did start off as like the 4th seed, and then we ended up missing the playoffs. So hopefully that doesn't happen again. We're just going to keep simulating, cancel all these trades because we're not looking to trade our guys. I mean, look at us. We're doing pretty good. So it's the contract extension deadline. Let's stop simulating. We got a couple of guys that we're trying to bring back to the squad. So we go to the front office. We're going to go to the contracts. Look at our free agents, or not them. How do we find, did I send past it? Contracts, general manager. All right, so maybe we messed up. I mean, this is our staff, but did we accidentally send past it? Wow, I think we might have accidentally sent past it. So we might have messed up there. Christian Wood, he's testing his value in free agency, which is okay. Jimmy Butler, we got him signed up for 4 years. We're probably going to end up trading him. Kevin Porter Jr., he said he still might re-sign. You're coming back, buddy. You don't really have a choice. So these are pretty much the main 2 guys we want to re-sign is Kevin Porter Jr. and Christian Wood. Christian Wood said he's going to test free agency. We might let him walk, honestly. But Kevin Porter Jr., you're definitely coming back, dude. So let's keep simulating until we get to the All-Star break so we can see if any of our guys might have made the team. This is actually a pretty interesting offer. Ben Simmons and Matisse Thybulle for Jimmy Butler. It's going to actually be pretty interesting. So we'll take a look at this. Ben Simmons could actually be a very interesting piece along with Matisse Thybulle. I really like Matisse Thybulle. We look at the... yeah, I'm actually going to accept this offer. Wait, did I mess up? Oh, wait. All right, let me put him back on the table. And we're going to go ahead. Wait, what? This is literally what he offered us. All right, so they're adding Josh Hart. I actually like Josh Hart. He's a decent player, so cool. We'll take that. So we're going to go back to the roster. We're going to make some slight adjustments. They have Ben Simmons running point guard, but I'm just going to go ahead and change his position to a small forward. He actually goes up to a 92 overall as a small forward. So now he's our best player on the team, replacing Jimmy Butler. So that actually works out very nicely for us. Shout out to Jimmy Butler for signing just to get traded in the middle of the season. So now our squad: Spencer Dinwiddie, Kevin Porter Jr., Ben Simmons, which I think is an upgrade from Jimmy Butler. He's younger, he'll stick around longer, he's still improving. And then the rest of our guys, we still got them, along with Matisse Thybulle, which is a good defensive piece, which was kind of what we were missing. So let's go ahead and put Davion Mitchell back in the lineup. Josh Hart, we'll play him about 10 minutes. Bagley, they want to give him minutes. Man, this is actually kind of tough. We got a lot of good pieces on the team right now. So it's actually kind of tough deciding what it is that we want to do with the minutes here. I'm going to give 30 minutes to Evan Mobley just because he's the guy that we want to build our franchise around. We want to get all of our starters about 30 minutes a game. We're going to go a little bit deeper into our rotation just because I want these guys to get some burn. Josh Hart, you'll get the least amount of minutes. Throw some to McClung and then throw some also to Bagley. So we'll give all these guys about 6-7 minutes a game, and we'll run a 12-man rotation. So we'll get that going, and then we will continue to simulate into the trade deadline, see if we get any more interesting offers. Hopefully this doesn't mess up our team as we lose 2 games back to back. Ben Simmons for Zach LaVine. I like Ben Simmons. We continue simulating all-star captains. Let's go ahead and see what happens. See if we have any all-stars. We have Ben Simmons, who we just traded for. Did Jimmy Butler make an all-star team? He did not. All right, so we traded Jimmy Butler for a guy who made the all-star team. Cannot be mad at that at all. So let's go ahead and look at what our stats are looking like at this point in the season. Kevin Porter Jr. averaging 20 points per game. Christian Wood 18. Evan Mobley 17 and 8. Christian Wood is really stealing all his rebounds, so that might be good if he leaves in the offseason. Spencer Dinwiddie 16. Ben Simmons 15 and 9. Spencer Dinwiddie also averaging 8 assists. I like what our team is looking like. So let's go ahead and keep simulating. We're going to go past the trade deadline and just go to the end of the season. Not really looking to make any more trades. Our team is looking pretty solid. We are number 1 in the Western Conference, which again, I did not expect to be this good this quickly. But then again, this is 2K. So the gameplay is going to be the pretty important piece in our simulation as we go through the playoffs. So Joel Embiid, he wins most valuable player. Shout out to him. He finally got rid of Ben Simmons, who might have been holding him back. Almost made the 50-40-90 club. Victor Wembanyama wins Rookie of the Year. John Wall, wow. He made his way to the Bucks, and he's the 6th man of the year. So shout out to John Wall, Jonathan Isaac, of course, DPOY, Kira Lewis Jr., and then Jason Kidd as the Coach of the Year. So let's see if we got any guys on the NBA teams. We do not. All defensive team, wow, look at Matisse Thybulle, the top dog. And then for the rest, we have nobody. We don't have anybody. Oh, we have Mac McClung. Wow, Mac McClung made the all-rookie second team. That's actually pretty interesting. So we are the 1st seed in the Western Conference. Let's go ahead and check out the NBA standings. We were 59-23, which was about 8 games better than the Dallas Mavericks. Who would have thought? The Detroit Pistons, 60-22. So Cade Cunningham came in and really turned that franchise around and turned them into the number 1 seed in the conference. So the rookies are really taking over the league. All right, so we're playing the Oklahoma City Thunder. In the first round, we're going to go ahead and go through Simcast. I don't really want to play the whole game. So let's see. Hopefully it's close in the fourth quarter. It's looking a little close. We're up by 7. Let's continue simulating. We win by 3. All right, next game, let's go ahead and start simulating. Wow, we are beating the brakes off of them this game. All right, we blow them out. Continue to game 3. We are going to simulate. Once again, looking like another blowout. Wow, this team is really no competition at all. Shout out to Evan Mobley grabbing a career high 17 rebounds in the playoffs. Is this going to be a sweep? Hopefully not. Hopefully it's a little bit more competitive. Okay, looking like we actually got a little bit of a competitive game here. All right, so we're down by 4 with about, let's see if we can get it to the 5-minute mark. All right, so it's 90-91, about 4 minutes left in the game. We are gonna go ahead and jump in here. So I'm playing with the full squad. I'm not gonna do it position locked. I'm just gonna play with the full team that I built. The sliders are on Beyond Hall of Fame, so hopefully we're gonna be able to get a win. So looking at it right now, Shea just put us in the torture rack. Knocked down a pretty difficult shot. So we call timeout. So let's go ahead and set up our offense. We got Spencer Dinwiddie in, Ben Simmons in, Christian Wood in. Let's go ahead and bring in our guy, Evan Mobley. He's a little bit tired, but he'll be all right. He's the guy that we're running this gameplay through. So the gameplay, we are going to go ahead and run, I think the Rockets. Oh, wow. Okay, so that was a quick timeout. So I do like to run sets. I'm not just a guy who doesn't like to run the actual offense. All right, so let's get into some sets. We'll run an elbow set for Evan Mobley. We'll get him the first possession of the game. Set it up. Hit him in the post. Okay. Drop step. Good shot, Evan Mobley. All right, so we're down by 1. We got about 4 minutes remaining in the game. Kemba Walker is on this squad, which is kind of hilarious. Duran, I don't really know who this guy is. We got Darius Bazley, who always turns out to be a pretty good player in these simulations. Darius Bazley for 3. Evan Mobley with the board. Throw it up to Spencer Dinwiddie. Let's see what the stats. All right, Spencer Dinwiddie. Oh, turn the ball over there. Nothing too crazy. Ben Simmons down to Kuminga. Oh, we jumped too early. Evan Mobley gets beat off the bounce by Darius Bazley. All right, so let's see if the Houston Rockets have the 5 out set up. They do. So we're going to go ahead and cook up with Kevin Porter Jr. Euro. Hey, I know y'all seen that kind of play before. James Harden at the top of the key and a 5 out. Going ISO basketball. Kevin Porter Jr. 16 points on the game. So let's see if we can lock up on defense. Can't be leaving guys open. We see the dribble handoff. Oh, that's got to be a charge. All right, Kevin Porter Jr., who people say doesn't really play defense. Getting in on the defensive end, drawing the charge. Christian Wood is actually cooking this game. He's got 32 points. Let's run a quick pick and pop with Christian Wood. See if we can get him open for a 3. Oh, they leave the paint wide open. That's too easy. Spencer Dinwiddie all the way to the cup. Take a 1-point lead with about 3 minutes remaining in the game. Kemba Walker bringing the ball up the court. And the Thunder call the timeout. All right, so here we're going to get our offense. Actually, I don't think we can get our offense set up on a defensive timeout. But the Rockets looking to regroup. It's actually kind of ironic that we traded for Ben Simmons, considering that the Houston Rockets didn't want to give up James Harden, or they didn't want to acquire Ben Simmons in that trade. All right, Evan Mobley with the rebound. We're going to push the ball up the court. We're going to hit KPJ on the wing. I don't know why I have my meter on, but he hits it anyways. That's what we like to see, that USC 4-to-4 connection. We take a 4-point lead. OKC takes another timeout. We're stressing them out right now. This is what we like to see. We have a 3-0 lead, potentially looking to get the sweep in the series. Let's go ahead and close them out. All right, so let's see what OKC has coming out of the timeout. Durant inbounding the ball, fake Kevin Durant, looking to get the ball to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Evan Mobley on the inbound. Christian Wood playing some defense. Kemba Walker on Spencer Dinwiddie. I'm going to play a little bit of off-ball defense. We see the down screen over there. Oh, he slipped the screen. Wow, that was a good play by Durant. He slipped the screen. I was too focused on the down screen right there. Let's see if we can get another Christian Wood pick and pop. Ben Simmons to the cup. Oh, put it down on his head, man. Now, this is something that we really want to see out of Ben Simmons. We want to see him be a little bit more aggressive. Obviously, we want Kevin Porter Jr. to be really running the offense and getting most of our buckets, while Ben Simmons is mainly here for defense. Man, I'm getting killed in that pick and roll. We need Evan Mobley to step it up a little bit. All right, so Spencer Dinwiddie, let's go ahead and get Evan Mobley involved in the action. We're going to pick on Kemba Walker. He hasn't really been able to play good defense in the pick and roll. Spencer Dinwiddie for the 3, and he doesn't hit it. Throwing the ball up to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I didn't really practice these jump shots before I got into the game, so that's probably why I'm struggling a little bit. Down to Jonathan Kuminga, back to Kemba Walker. They might be looking to hit the post with Durant. Darius Bazley at the top of the key. ISO. Trying to get to the cup. Evan Mobley gets beat off the dribble. We got to get the rebound. Back out to Kemba Walker. Jonathan Kuminga back over to Darius Bazley. They got about 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Another pick and roll. We've been getting killed in the pick and roll this whole time. Evan Mobley. Great defense there by Evan Mobley. We're going to throw it up to Ben Simmons. Try to push the break a little bit. Out to Kevin Porter Jr. He's open. Mid-range. Bucket. Kevin Porter Jr. has been taking over this fourth quarter. This is exactly what we want to see from him. Evan Mobley really hasn't been doing much. He's been playing decent defense, grabbing some boards. As I say that, he gets beat as Shai Gilgeous-Alexander gets to the cup. So we're going to go ahead and run a Ben Simmons, Christian Wood pick and pop. That's a charge. Wow. So we're going to go ahead and challenge this call because there's no way. There's no way that this is a charge. Yup. Got to review that. There's no way. The call stands. So we lose the timeout. Ben Simmons gets the foul. OKC gets the ball back. Down 2 to our Houston Rockets looking to sweep. So that's unfortunate. I thought that was a flop. I didn't really think that that was a charging foul. All right, but let's go ahead and continue. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the ISO at the top of the key. Steps back for 3. Misses it. Spencer Dinwiddie gets the rebound. We're going to throw it up to Ben Simmons. We're going to slow it down a little bit. We're going to run Evan Mobley pick and roll. See if we can get downhill with Ben Simmons. Dump off to Evan Mobley. In the lane. He misses. He gets his own rebound. He puts it back up. Pump fake. Dunk down. 21 and 14 for Evan Mobley. What a great play. He's a big that has great feet. That's why we brought him here. Those are the kind of buckets that we want to see. Oklahoma City Thunder takes another timeout. We're up 4. About 30 seconds remaining in the game. Let's close it out. Our 2 guys, Kevin Porter Jr. with about 21 points. And then as well as Evan Mobley are really taking care of business and doing what it is that we brought them here to Houston to do as we look to win our first series since the departure of James Harden. Oh, Shai is cooking up. He misses. Ben Simmons with the rebound. He gets fouled. So we're going to go ahead and get the ball to a better free throw shooter. Let's give it to Kevin Porter Jr. He's been cooking. And we turn the ball over, and he gets the steal. That was kind of dumb on my part. So we get it to Spencer Dinwiddie. All we got to do is hit some free throws here. Fake Kevin Durant fouls out of the game. The first free throw is good. The second free throw is good as well. They have no timeouts. Let's see what it is that they draw up. Hopefully we can defend the three-point line. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has kind of been killing us in overtime. Tries to beat me off the dribble. He gets it. Once again, we got to hit some more free throws to try to close this thing out. Oh, he goes for the steal. Kevin Porter Jr. at the free throw line. Let's see if we can knock down another 2. First free throw is a green light. Second free throw. Breathe. Knocks it down. All we got to do is get one stop here. and the game will be over. If they miss this shot, I'm just going to go ahead and simcast to the end because I'm not trying to watch these free throws. Evan Mobley gets beat. He cannot get a rebound, unfortunately. They're going to foul us one more time. All we got to do is hit a few more free throws, and then this game will be officially over. Kevin Porter Jr. knocks the first one down. Breathe. Knocks the second one down, and that should just about do it. 25 points for him. 21 and 14 for Evan Mobley. And that will do it. The Houston Rockets are going to be advancing to the second round of the playoffs in Evan Mobley's second season here. Look at the stats. Shai Gilgeous tried his best, 20 points on 21 shots. Wasn't really getting help from his teammates. Christian Wood, 32 and 14. Kevin Porter Jr., 25. Evan Mobley, 21 and 14. Spencer Dinwiddie, 12 and 9. Ben Simmons being Ben Simmons, only taking 8 shots in the game, but it doesn't matter because we got a good team around him. So final thing before we end the video, we are going to be playing the New Orleans Pelicans in the second round. We're going to be facing off against another young stud in Zion Williamson. All right, so thank you everybody. Or let's just finish simulating the round real quick so we can see all the other matchups. Dallas and Denver, New York and Atlanta, Detroit and Boston. So let's take a quick preview of their team. Kira Lewis Jr., who just won Most Improved Player, Josh Christopher, Brandon Ingram, Zion Williamson, Jackson Hayes against our Houston Rockets, which will be next episode. All right, thank you everybody for tuning in. Make sure you like or comment. You cannot do both. If you like the video, do not comment. If you comment on the video, do not like, but you can always subscribe. My name is Creator Jordan. This is my Houston Rockets series. I will see y'all on the next one.